Hi everybody, Kira here at Unfurl, and today I am talking about how quickly I can become defensive, a bit of an asshole, and then self-soothe with toast and jam. So yeah, just keeping it real, really. I went out last night to a gig, haven't been out for ages, and was probably overstimulated before the gig even began. And I accidentally stood on someone's foot, and I felt this thing down at my foot, and I looked down to see what it was, and I saw I was standing on somebody's foot, and I went, "Oh God, it's your foot, sorry, I'm so sorry." And the lady went, "Yes, it's my foot because I was standing there." And that was it. My defenses were up, and I became that snarly person that I am very familiar with. And I sniped back at her, and then she sniped back at me, and I sniped back at her again. And then her boyfriend sort of swapped places with her so that she was on the other side of him. And the gig began, and I'm watching the gig, but I'm not thinking about the gig or enjoying the gig. I'm thinking about the thing that's just happened between myself and these two people. And I feel terrible, and I kind of want to make friends with them. I want to make it right. And I thought, okay, well, yeah, that's not going to happen now. The gig is on, just leave it. And then I went off to a different spot, and I was having a bit of a dance. But even when I was dancing, I was still ruminating about this thing that had happened. I had this horrible feeling in me. Drove home, horrible feeling, went to bed, horrible feeling, woke up this morning, meditating, doing my yoga, horrible feeling, replaying it all, having imaginary conversations, even though I kept telling myself, leave it, it's okay, it's fine, just leave it, it's fine, you're okay. No, okay. It was just swirling and swirling and swirling around and around, to the point that when my daughter got up to go to school, she said to me, "Are you okay? Have I done something, or have I annoyed you?" I said, no, I'm just still ruminating on something that happened last night, and it's nothing to do with you at all. Kids went off to school, and I sat at the kitchen table eating a lot of toast with jam, which I don't normally eat, but I ate a lot of it. And as I was eating it, I started to feel calm. I started to feel more zen, and I totally saw what I was doing. I was self-soothing. I was self-soothing with the only thing that I have ever really known to work as a self-soothing mechanism, which is food. So I could see it all, and I could see the whole chain of events, and then I could see how what happened last night had stayed in me and then spilled out around me. And then because I was sitting there eating my toast with jam, I was meant to go down to my son's school for the science fair, and I was meant to be there at 9:15, but I didn't get there till 9:30 because I was sitting at home eating toast and jam. So anyway, long story short, it was a completely unexpected shame attack, and I became defensive so fast because I felt like I'd done something wrong that had upset somebody. So that was basically the kernel of it. And when that shame was up in me, I could try and rationalize, I could try and self-soothe, whatever, but it wasn't going away. It just sat there, it didn't know where to go. And then I turned to good old faithful bread and jam. So, for all the work and all the days where I feel like, woohoo, I'm so zen, I can still see myself becoming, in a flash, that defensive, snarky, spiky asshole, basically. And yeah, I feel disappointed. I notice myself, oh, Kira, why can't you be more present and mindful and loving? But, I'm just human, just little old human, going to a gig and standing on someone's foot, and then ending up eating bread and jam and being late for my son's science fair. So there you go. That is the story of life today. It's tough being human, isn't it? Anyway, big love to everybody. And if you're having a snarky day and you're eating bread and jam to make yourself feel better, I get you. All right, lots of love, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.